Today I have a fun video for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at some bags and boards from Gemini Comic Supply. Brian, thank you so much for sending these over to me to take a look at. I apologize for this taking over 2 months, I want to say, to get this video out. But you know, my life has just been so stinking busy. But we also have a comic book haul to go over. I got stuff for my trip from New Hampshire, some orders that I got from mycomicshop.com, and also a nice sweet freaking order from Unknown Comics because they had this crazy discount sale a few weeks ago and I just couldn't pass up all the amazing things. And guys, guess what? I found out about that sale on the Discord group, so make sure you guys are signing up for that. All right guys, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel. And like I said at the beginning of this video, today we're going to be taking a look at some great bags and boards from Gemini Comic Supply, and then we're going to wrap this video up with an awesome little comic book haul that's going to cover all the books that I picked up outside of my normal pull list in February, March, and April. I actually didn't pick up that many extra books, but guys, there are some bangers in there, so make sure you guys are sticking around to check those out at the end of the video. Now, I want to say a huge thank you one more time to Brian over at Gemini Comic Supplies for sending these bags and boards. I just also want to apologize for taking so long to make this video to cover your products, because you know what, I should have done this sooner. My life can get so crazy and this just is a hobby of mine, so I truly apologize to you, Brian. But let's go ahead and check out the products that you sent over. So he sent over the Dealer's Choice Gemini comic book bags for current size comics, and also the boards, which are the Dealer's Choice current size boards. Now let's go ahead and talk about the specifics for the bags. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my little sheet here. So these are, like I said, current size bags. These are 2mm thick polypropylene, or I should say virgin polypropylene. They're their standard current size, which is 6 7/8 inches wide and 10 1/2 inches tall. They have a 1.5 inch fold. So these are not the resealable kind. Gemini does not make those. So you do have the fold that you then have to tape down yourself. But other than that, these are basically your very typical current size bags and boards. I'm gonna go ahead and read the product description for you guys. The Dealer's Choice comic book bags are made from crystal clear polypropylene. The acid neutral archival quality material is used to protect and store your current size, modern size comic books. Now I'm gonna go ahead and roll some B-rolls for you guys right now, showing you guys this bag right here compared to the BCW bag, which is like basically my control bag. And then I have also the Bags Unlimited bags, which are polyethylene in a polypropylene bag. I just wanna show you guys the like slight differences that you might be able to see. But after like having these bags for a little while and comparing BCW to Gemini to Bags Unlimited, these ones right here are very close to your standard BCW bag that almost every store uses. Yeah, so these are a very solid product. What I do like about their description over BCW is that these guys say that they use a virgin polypropylene. Over on BCW, they just say polypropylene, so maybe it's some kind of polypropylene mix or something. But overall, very solid bag. I would definitely suggest checking these out. Now to talk about the boards. The boards are very atypical, your standard current backing board. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read the specifics for this guy. So these boards are your current size, like I said. These are 6 3/4 inches wide and 10 1/2 inches tall. Now these are made out of 400 GSM, I have no idea what that means, acid-free boards, and they are also coated on one side. And to read the product description, the Dealer's Choice comic book boards are made from 400 GSM virgin paperboard stock. The coated archival quality board is used with bags to protect and store your current and modern size comic books. Now, the one thing that I noticed that is different from these to your BCW board is that the BCW board, let me go ahead and read the description for that. BCW current comic book backing boards are made from 24-point solid bleached sulfate. So it's not paper, it's sulfate. I honestly do not know the difference, but the fact that Gemini says that it is made out of virgin paperboard stock and BCW say that it's bleached sulfate makes me think maybe the Gemini is making a higher quality product because it's actually using paper board and not a sulfate. But I don't know, is sulfate actually paper? I have no idea. Now, let's go ahead and talk about prices for these. So, the prices for these, you can get a bundle of 100 bags and 100 boards from Gemini Comic Supply for $27.95. Now, if you wanted to get just bags, they actually do not sell bags as singles. You cannot just get a bag of 100. You have to get at least 1,000, which are 10 packs of 100. And if you did that, it would drop down the price to $49.95, or basically $5 for every 100. Now, same thing with the boards. You can only get them in quantities of 1,000. And if you did that, you can get 1,000 for $114.95, or basically $14.95, which is a great price if you want to buy in bulk, which you kind of have to unless you want to buy the bundle. You definitely save with buying in bulk if you can. Now, if you compare that to the BCW bags are only $5.99 for a single pack of 100. You can buy more. If you do buy more, it drops down to the price of $5.02 if you buy 5. And if you buy 10 packs of 100, it drops down the price to $4.49. Same thing goes for their backing boards at BCW. You can buy 100 for $14.99. You can buy 5 for $12.55, or if you buy 10 or more, or basically 1,000 at least, you can drop down the price to $11.24 per 100. Or so if you went all the way up to 1,000, it'd be $111.24. So BCW is definitely a cheaper product, but I have a feeling you are getting a more high quality product from Gemini Comic Supplies. I think, you know, like I said, they use a virgin material, and they are actually using a coated paper stock and not some sulfate material. So overall, I definitely like these bags and boards over BCW, but again, BCW just hits that price point just a little bit more, or at least it works for my budget a little bit more. If I didn't spend every single penny of my comics on my monthly readers and also my 1 in 25s and all the ratio variants and all the exclusives and everything else that I buy month after month, then I probably would invest a little bit more money in higher quality bags and boards. And I would say, if you want to compare these to the Bags Unlimited, these would probably be in between. You have Bags Unlimited, which I really liked. They're 1.5 millimeter thick, crystal clear bags. They had like just a slightly Mylar feel to them. So to put Gemini between Bags Unlimited and BCW, they'd be right in the middle, like right here, guys. So great product. Brian, again, thank you so much for sending these over to me. Again, I will have shown B-roll during that whole entire explanation. Yeah, let's go ahead and move the camera a little bit, and let's go ahead and check out all the books that I picked up in February, March, and April. All right, guys, we have a pretty big fat stack of amazing comics to go through. Now, as a quick reminder, these are all the books that I picked up outside of my pull list during the month of February, March, and April of this year of 2024. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, these first comics that I'm going to show off, I picked up from mycomicshop.com, which is where I get my pull list from. I order from that shop through previews, and I save that sweet 35%. But all these covers that I'm about to show you guys are all ratio cover buys for the most part. So first up, I believe this is the 1 in 10 for issue number 2 of Pine in Merrimack. This book is absolutely amazing. If you guys are not reading this book, you have to read this book. This story is incredible. But these virgin covers by Frank Galan are like out of this world good. They are such an amazing artist, and I freaking love this book so much. So that is for issue number 2. I also picked up the 1 in 10 for issue number 3, and we're just gonna follow that up with issue number 4. Now, I don't believe this one right here is done by Frank Galan. I'll do a little Googling while I'm editing this video and put up the actual artist for this book. But guys, every single one of those covers are so freaking good. But we have so many more books to go through, so let's keep going. Next up is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 48. Now, this is the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Francisco Mobili. It is so good. It is so good. I hope that's actually the artist. I'm second guessing myself right now. But guys, just look at this cover. It is so good. Now, I only paid $9.99 for this. $9.99 for this artwork. That is such a steal. But let's keep going. Next up is Batman issue number 145, the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Matteo Scalera. I love this the second I saw it on previews, and I just had to have it. Again, I think I got this for a really good deal because my comic shop orders a lot of the Amazing Spider-Man in the Batman, so they usually sell their 125s for around 10 bucks, and that's, I think, what I paid for this, and it is so, so good. Now, guys, next up is Batman and Robin, issue number 8, the 1:25 ratio variant, done by Nicola Sajesma. I am totally butchering your last name, but Nicola, your artwork is so good. I picked up every single one of your 1:25s for this run, and this one right here featuring Damian Wayne in Batman is just so epic. Look how big Batman's shoulders are. They're like gigantic, and it's just, I don't know, it's so, so good. The guys, next up is a banger. This is the Invincible Iron Man, issue number 15, the 1:25 ratio variant, done by Dyke Ruan. Again, this is one of those books that I just knew I had to have. It's Emma Frost in an Iron Man outfit, and she just looks absolutely epic, and it's done by Dyke Ruan. Dyke Ruan is like, so good. So good. Now, this book definitely sold on the secondary market after it came out pretty well. I don't know what it's doing right now, but I don't care. I'm not selling my copy. This is all for me. This is such a gorgeous cover, and I'm so glad to have this in my collection. Now, guys, next up is the final book that I picked up from mycomicshop.com over the last 3 months. This is The Fall of the House of X, issue number 4, the 1:25 ratio variant, done by Muhammad Asar. So good. So good. Now, you might notice that this is in a slightly different type of bag, and if to the keen of eye, you might notice that it also is in a different kind of backing board. Now, I am going to show off these bags and boards in a video hopefully next week. If not, that's just a nice little teaser for a video coming in the future. Hopefully next week, but if not, the week after that. But this cover right here is so good. Muhammad Asar is just like, such a great artist, such a great artist. So those are all the books from mycomicshop.com. Let's go ahead and move on to the books that I picked up in New Hampshire. So I went to so many different shops. I think we went to like 6 shops over 2 days, and I found a lot of good books. I have no idea where I picked up some of these from. I'm just going to show them. So these are all from New Hampshire, like southern New Hampshire. So first up, we got Black Panther, issue number 2, the Scotty Young variant, and I paid $3. $3 for this. This is so good. Now, the next one up is Karnak, issue number 1, the Scotty Young variant, and I only paid $5 for this. $5. This one is so good. So good. Scotty Young. Stuck. Now, next up, this is Gene Simmons, Dominatrix, issue number 1, the 1:5 Emilio Lasso variant. $5. I saw it on the shelf, and I'm like, I don't even care what's in the interiors of this book. Look at this artwork. This artwork is fantastic. It's so good. I'll probably never actually open this up unless I get it slabbed, because I'll need to check to see if it's worthy of getting slabbed. But this artwork is so, so good. Now, guys, these next two are purchases that I picked up in New Hampshire, and I paid more than just like a couple bucks for them because I saw them. I knew they were slightly rare, and so they were worth it to me to pick up. The first one up is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 611, the Scotty Young variant. Sadly, this has some color up on the back. Actually, no, this one actually is pretty crispy. I think if I press this one, it would come out probably like a 9.6-ish, maybe a 9.8 if I get lucky. But this next one, definitely a little bit of a bummer. I didn't take it out of the bag and board and flip it over to check out the back, and there is some color up on it. But this one right here is Spider-Man Deadpool, issue number 1, the 1:25 ratio variant, done by Mike Del Mundo. So good. I am a big Mike Del Mundo fan, and this cover right here is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, now these are in that sweet, sweet Mylar. And if I flip it over, you will see some color up down here. It's definitely not a 9.8. I definitely paid probably what a near mint copy was, but that's okay. I'm still really, really happy with my purchase because this cover is so freaking amazing, and I'm so happy to add this book to my collection. I might look for this again in a near mint 9.8 condition in the future. I don't buy 9.8s. I like buying raw and then submitting them myself. I just find the whole process a lot of fun. So those are all the books that I picked up for my PC in New Hampshire. Now, I did pick up a lot more books, but all those books were for giveaways, and a lot of them have already been shipped out because I shipped out 5 giveaway boxes last week, or on Monday. So this was all for the PC. Now, Next up, we have a bunch of books from unknowncomics.com. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, they were having a gigantic sale. A 60% off all their exclusives. 60% off. Also, their 125s and everything else. Anything on their website for the most part was 60% off. I shouldn't say anything. They had like a certain section you can go through, but it seemed to have like almost everything. And there were some really freaking cool books. So first up, we have Wolverine, issue number 36. This is the exclusive cover done by Miguel Mercado. And this is like a little theme that they have done by Miguel Mercado, where there's two people basically sewing themselves up after like a battle. And this one obviously has Wolverine and Jean Grey, and it's so good. Just like, look at her face. The way that Miguel Mercado captures their faces is just great. It's so, so great. Now, the other one that I picked up is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 41. Again, this is the exclusive cover done by Miguel Mercado. This one featuring Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales. And you see Miles sewing up her shoe, and then Spider-Gwen is just like totally passed out. It's just like so adorable and amazing. Now, the other one that I was hoping to pick up was another Amazing Spider-Man, but it featured Peter Parker and Mary Jane, I want to say, on the cover, but it was sold out. And that's a complete bummer. I'm probably gonna go on the secondary market and pick that up because I think having all of them together would just be so freaking cool. Again, I don't know what I paid for these, but it was nothing to compare to what their original price was. Because again, remember, 60% off. Well, let's keep going. Next up is Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue number 4. This is the exclusive cover done by David Nakayama, and it's Nakayama. The rest of the books are Nakayama. I guess I really like Nakayama a lot because almost all the books I picked up from Unknown Comics are Nakayama comics, and this one with Santana is fantastic. Now guys, next up, I actually don't remember what book this is. I want to say it's X-Men something. I'll put it up on screen so that way I don't have to open this and look at it. But this one is like, you know, it's Nakayama, and it's Rogue, and it's amazing. It's so good. I'm so glad I picked this up because when this was coming out, it was like, you know what, this is a book that I think people are gonna want in the future, and I do want this. I'm so glad I have it because look how good Rogue looks. It's amazing. The next up is Fall of the House of X. No, this is X-Men. Yeah, this is just regular X-Men, issue number 33, the David Nakayama exclusive variant. Now, this is the trade dress version. It's not the Virgin, which I think I like the trade dress more than the Virgin because you can actually see her eyes. And in the next one, so this is obviously Phoenix, but she's like more of her Jean Grey self because she's like, you know, is still in the green suit. But then she goes full on Phoenix, and we got this guy right here. But as you can see, like her eyes are just full white, and it just looks a little off to me. Does it look off to you guys? I don't know. Guys, let me know down in the comments below. Which one do you like more? Do you like the Virgin? Trade dress. Virgin? Trade dress. Guys, let me know down in the comments below. All right, we got two more. One's a freebie, and the other one was the last one I picked up. This one right here is, I think it's like Elsa, Bloodstone, something, something, something. Doesn't matter because this is a cover is so amazing. I'll put the actual title of the book somewhere up on screen right now. But guys, David Nakayama, Elsa Bloodstone, so good. The only bummer with this is that there's a little bit of damage on the corners. It's not like super crisp, so I don't think this is a 9.8. I would have submitted this otherwise because I think the artwork is so good. I'm a huge Elsa Bloodstone fan. But yeah, this was the last one that I personally chose from Unknown Comics. The next one is a freebie. I have no idea what it is. I'm probably going to put this in a giveaway in the future because I don't really care for it. So giveaway. So keep an eye out for that if you win something from me in the future. But those are all the ones I got from the sale at unknowncomics.com. Now these last two books are books from my good friend Frank. I've showed you guys books from him in the past. He's just giving me books from his collection from when he was a kid. And he found these and he was like, you know what? I want to send them to Bruce because I know he would like these. And Frank, you are the coolest freaking dude. You shouldn't just be giving away books, but you know, these are not big keys. He's keeping all the keys for himself and selling them, and then like he's doing some really cool things. But first one up is Batman Special #1 from 1984. There is a first appearance in here. I'm not remembering off the top of my head. I'll put it up on screen while I'm editing. And it's a really cool freaking Batman book from 1984. He picked this up off the shelves, and that right there is so cool to me that this is like from his collection from when he was a kid. That's just like the coolest. And it's actually in really good condition. Now guys, next up is a really cool comic. I'm not a huge Daredevil fan. I read him almost every single series. It just, I don't know, he's a character that I really enjoy reading. But this one is Daredevil, is it number 25? No, issue number 184. This is that famous cover where Daredevil's holding a gun. Again, this is not a super high grade book, but it's a really cool cover. I'll probably get this slab, throw it up on the wall, and put the little sticker on it from the Frank Suarez collection. Because, you know what? That to me is just so cool that these books are coming directly from his collection when he was a kid. But guys, those are all the books that I got during the month of February, March, and April of 2024. We looked at the Gemini bags, we looked at the haul. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, guys, we are at the end of today's video, and if you guys are still watching right now, I'm just gonna let you guys know, you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Now, another huge thank you needs to go out to Brian over at Gemini Comic Supplies, and if you haven't checked them out, guys, link down in the description below to their website. They have amazing shipping materials for your comic books and also other things. Awesome product for your bags and boards, and yeah, they're just a great company. They respond quickly through email, so I don't know. I'm a big fan of Gemini Comic Supplies because that's where I use for all my shipping out of my giveaways and anything I sell on eBay, even though I haven't sold anything in a very long time. And yeah, just a great company in general. So guys, check out Gemini Comic Supply down in the description below. And yeah, what did you guys think of that haul? That haul is pretty freaking sweet, right? Some really great freaking covers. I really wish that Deadpool Spider-Man or Spider-Man Deadpool #1 was more crispy, but guys, Mike Del Mundo, go on eBay or just go online and check out Mike Del Mundo. He has some amazing cover art, like amazing. There's a really cool one that I should have pulled out because I definitely got it during the month of, I think it was April, but it's a cover for X-Men, I want to say, with Jubilee blowing some bubble gum done by him, which is so good. I don't know. I guess I was organizing books and I forgot to pull that out. It's fine. It's fine. But guys, let me know down in the comments below which book was your favorite from my comic book haul. I don't know. I don't know which one's my favorite. There's so many good ones in there. So many good ones. But guys, again, one more time, thank you so much for checking out today's video. If you guys haven't smashed that like button just yet, do me a favor and smash that like button. Last but not least, if you guys watch that video and you enjoy comic book content and you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. I guess that's how we got it. Smash that like button. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow or Friday with my final order cut of speculation and a recommendations video. All right, guys. Have yourself a great week. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.